Hello, this is Deanna Herron, and welcome to the Deanna Herron Podcast Show. I'm excited to be with you today. Happy February, and happy February, the month of love, right? So, if you haven't had a chance to watch last week's podcast, I want to remind you it's all about stepping into your greatness. And some of us settle for things that are less than what we are capable of becoming. So, go back and watch that podcast. I think it will really, really inspire you. Today, what I want to share with you is something that I think is very valuable on your journey to your greatness, and that is who you surround yourself with. I'm going to be really honest with you. I did not understand this concept when I first heard it. I thought, Jim Rohn made this comment or quote that says, "We are the average of the five people that we hang around with the most." And I thought, what in the world does that mean? Does that mean we're the average income? We're the average sum total of their emotions, of their fears, or their insecurities? And yes, it's all of the above, you guys. When I was growing up, I think as women, we feel like the more friends we have, the more, quote, popular we are, and the better off that we are. But what I've learned through my years in being in business, an entrepreneur, a leader, a friend, someone who strives for world class, is we want to have people who surround us that are better than we are. I know that sounds scary, right? But you truly do. You want to be surrounded by people who are better at things than you are because they raise your level of confidence and they raise your level of life, basically. So, the people you surround yourself with, it really does matter. Show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are and what you're about. Okay, so I want you to think about for just a second, define your intention in this life. So, what is your intention? I'm going to throw a few things out there at you. Do you want to become world class in your game? Do you want to be world class in your game? I'm going to tell you right now, I know you do because you wouldn't be listening to podcasts. So I know you have a desire to better yourself. You have a desire to make an impact in this world. You have a desire to change and grow and learn. So you are a person who wants to be world class in your game. Do you desire really to impact more people in this life? That's what you're here for. You are here to impact. You're here to influence other people, to impact other people through your story, through your life, through your vision, and through your actions. Do you seek better health? I know I do. And I'm going to tell you that the younger I get, the more I seek out better health, better energy, because I think when I was younger, I took that for granted. I took for granted that I'm going to have many years to live. And so I'm going to live my best life right now and stuff my face with all the foods that I love. And as I have gotten older or younger, I have realized that there are certain foods that don't serve me and don't create the health and the energy that I desire. What do you want in your environment? This is really important. And I want you to really visualize what it is that you really want to surround yourself with. I'm from the city. I grew up in the city. I loved the city, but I'm going to tell you where I feel the most alive is when I'm out in nature. That really, really gives me energy. It really connects me. And when I was in the city, we had an amazing backyard, and that I love to surround myself with color, with lots and lots of flowers and plants and greenery and nature. And that was my safe place. Now that I live in the country, I surround myself with the same things. Why? Because it brings me joy, it gives me energy, and I like to create things that give me joy and energy. So, what is it? I'm not just talking about your outside environment, but just your environment. What do you want your house to look like? What do you want the outside of your house to look like? What are your surroundings like? So you can create that. Create the intention that you want for your life. So, what is your intention for this life? Do you want to become a better leader, a better wife, a better mom, or a better friend? I bet it's all of the above because none of us want to be a slacker in any of our relationships. So I'm going to ask you a tough question. Do you surround yourself with people who have what you want? Do you surround yourself with people who have what you want? I want you to think about it. The 5 people that you surround yourself with the most, I want you to think about them right now. Are they the ones that challenge you? Are they the ones that believe in you? Are they the ones that push you to become your best self? If the answer is just a slight hesitation, you may have to change things up a little bit. So we want to surround ourselves with people who encourage us, who inspire us, who drive us to be our best. And I know sometimes that's a little bit intimidating, but the only way that you're going to become the best version of yourself and give your best to the world is by surrounding yourself with the best. Is your intention to remain the same, or is your intention to push yourself to the greater version of yourself? Push yourself to be your best, always putting your best foot forward and striving for excellence. Is that your intention? And I know it is. If the people that you spend the most time with are not pushing you, you need new people. That's the toughest thing that I want you to hear. And I know sometimes that can be super gut wrenching, but if they're not pushing you, you need new people. Okay, so hear me out, because I'm not saying to drop your friends. That's not what I'm saying. But there will be a time in your personal growth and development where you need a higher level person to surround yourself with so that you can grow to who you want to become. Okay. So, what I want you to know is that we are all called in this world to love. And so, I'm not telling you to drop your friends, love them where they are, but you're going to have to limit your time with those who don't build you up. Limit your time. Love yourself enough to surround yourself with people who build you, who make you feel good about what you have to offer in this world, who make you feel good about who you are and your potential. You want to really limit yourself to be surrounded by people who don't build you up. Okay, so love yourself enough. So we are called to love. We love and appreciate people. We encourage people, but the best thing you can do is to let your light shine. So if you feel like you have a job to do with the current friends that you have, like, I want to be a great influence on these people, maybe I can change them, maybe I can help them see where I'm going so they want to join me. That is not your job. I'm just going to tell you right now, that is not your job. Your job is to let those people see your light shine, to see your light shine. And what happens in that situation is you allow them to shine their light. When they see your light shining so bright, they have 2 choices. The choice is to be inspired and to step into their own greatness and let their light shine, or they can allow some sort of regret in their heart to take over, and they decide not to get uncomfortable. But the best thing that you can do for your current friendships, if they're not elevating you, is to let your light shine. That can be such an encouragement for so many people. So some people are not willing to get out of their comfort zone, and they may never step into their true potential, you guys. They may never step into their true potential. And the people that you are surrounding yourself with that maybe aren't encouraging you, are elevating you, or are celebrating you to success, they may be friends, they could be family members, they could be coworkers. And I'm going to tell you that I've had all of the above in my life that weren't necessarily partnering with me on my journey to greatness. So I want you to think about, are the 5 people that you are surrounding yourself with the most, are they partnering with you on your journey to greatness? Because if they're not partnering with you, are they holding you back? Are they holding you back? So don't allow these people to keep you where you don't belong. If your intention is to be the best version of yourself, to live a life of excellence, to grow and become that person you were created to be, do not allow people that tear you down to keep you somewhere that you don't belong. Okay? You don't belong in that sea of mediocrity. That's not where you belong. You belong in the stars. So I want you to remember that. So there will be people who will try and drag you down, leave you lifeless, but you need to limit your time with those people. So remember what I said, you need to change your situation. That doesn't mean drop your friends. It means to limit your time. Limit your time. I will share with you that the people that I surround myself with today are 5 people or less. Those are the people that I allow in my space because they lift me up. They make me feel good about myself. When I leave their presence, I feel like I'm a better person. I have chosen to keep myself away from the drama, the gossip, for people who cannot say a kind word about me. I separate myself from those people. I limit my time with them, but I love them from a distance. So you want to be around those people who will really elevate you and help you to that next level. Again, one thing that I said earlier is, when I was younger, I felt like I had to have all of these friends that surrounded me, and that's what makes us popular. You guys, you're not defined by the number of people in your life. You are defined by the choices of people that you make in your life, because the people that you choose are either going to make you or break you. And that's a true story. I would rather have 2 very strong, powerful people that impact my life in a positive way than 10 people who suck the energy out of my life. And so think about that. Do you have people that give you energy, or do you have people that suck the energy away from you? Choose people that give you energy, even if it's one person, because I promise you, if that one person lifts you up and gives you energy, you will eventually surround yourself with the people who do that more. Limit your time this is a suggestion, limit your time with toxic people. Toxic people to me are people who can always find the problem in every situation. Instead of seeing the positives in a situation, they always find the problem. Those are toxic people, you guys. In every situation, I'm not saying that you deny a problem. I'm just saying focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. Limit your time with those people who gossip. Limit your time with those people who always find negative in your life, that always find the negative. So limit your time with those people. Limit your time with people who tear you down. Some of the people that were negative influences in my life were very subtle about the way they would try and tear me down. And it has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with their own insecurities, you guys. It really does. And so you want to be around those people who are successful and not those people who are dream stealers. You want to limit your time with people who drain your energy, keep your life free of drama and negativity. And sometimes, like I said, it can be a family member in your life. Limit that time. Limit that time. Love from a distance. So your job, remember, is not to change them. I know we have talked about many times on this podcast impact. You're created for impact. You are created for influence. And that is so true. But you are created to influence those people who want to be influenced. Some people don't want to change. Some people want to stay where they are because they're fearful of getting uncomfortable, and that's okay. But that's not you. So you strive for the best. So, how do you become? Here's some great tips for you. How do you become world class in your game? How do you impact more people? How do you become healthier? How do you become a better wife, a better mom, a better friend? How do you become wealthier? Here's the tips. Find a mentor. Find somebody or somebodies who are healthier than you, maybe who have the body that you want. Do what they do. Find someone who's wealthier than you to mentor you. Look for people who are great leaders and great wives and great moms. We can learn from every single person that comes into our lives. We can learn what to do. These are some traits that I want to take with me in my life because I love how that person loves. I love how that person leads. I love how that person looks. Those are some things that we can learn from every person that comes into our life. But we can also learn from people how we don't want to act, right? Make it your goal to learn from every single person that comes into your life. What is it that this person is here to teach me? Are they here to teach me how to become better? Or are they here to teach me what I don't want to repeat? Okay. Make that your goal to always search for those people that will lift you up, but also people that can teach you something. So find a mentor. If you cannot find a mentor or surround yourself with those high level people yet, hire a coach. Hire someone who can coach you through that next level of leadership, that next level of mindful thinking, that next level of knowing who you are and what your purpose is. Hire a coach. There was one point in 2020 where I had 4 coaches at one time because there were certain things that I wanted to improve on. And I know that I am worth the investment, and you're worth the investment as well. Okay. If you don't have the money to hire a coach, which I'm going to tell you right now, everybody has the money to hire a coach. It's whether you want to make that investment. But there are great books, there are great podcasts, there are next level leaders in all of the above. If you don't have those people that you can truly surround yourself with yet, surround yourself with some of the greatest in podcasts, some of the greatest in books, some of the greatest at their live conferences. Those are ways that you can surround yourself with that next level of a leader. Spend time, the most of your time, with the people that are better than you are. That can be intimidating, right? Sometimes we want to walk in a room and go and think that we're the best in the room. That's not where you want to be. You want to be a person who surrounds themselves with people who are better, because those people who are better are only going to drive you to become better. Surround yourself with people better than you. Surround yourself with the winners in life, the high achievers, and people that push you forward, encourage you to move forward. I have people in my life who inspire my fitness. So hire a trainer. You're worth it. They keep you accountable with your fitness. You may have an accountability partner with a friend who can keep you accountable in your fitness, in your workout, in your eating plan. I have people in my life that inspire me to be more of a giver of my time. Time is our most precious commodity. And so being able to give of your time is one of the greatest gifts. Okay. Not just people who inspire me to give of my time, but to give of my money as well. Money is just an exchange from one hand to the other, and it's here for us to influence and impact the lives of other people and those who are less fortunate than we are. So I surround myself with people who are big givers in time and money. Surround yourself with people who are great in business, who can teach you how to be a great business woman or man. Surround yourself with those people. I surround myself with moms that I admire. I pick up great little tips and things that I can do with my kids and for my kids based on things that I see within others that I love. I surround myself with people who can grow me spiritually. I intentionally surround myself with people that really have a spiritual walk that is much greater than mine. I have someone who is a truth teller in my life. I can call this person at any time and say, okay, I think my thinking is way off here. I'm going to tell you something and you give it to me. You tell me where I am. And you guys, you need that person in your life because sometimes our thoughts, our stinking thinking is way off. And we need to be able to verbalize that to someone and they go, listen, you're way off on that. Try thinking about this way. Okay. And be willing to accept that crucial, very important criticism that can absolutely change the way that you think. Okay. Have that truth teller in your life. Now, I'm just going to recommend, may not be your spouse. My spouse is an amazing truth teller, but you may need somebody outside of your family to be that truth teller. Maybe it's a counselor, but you need that person who's going to lead you in that right direction with your thinking. And here's what I want you to know. None of these people are the same person. None of these people are the same person. The person that I coach with for business is different than the trainer I have for my health. The moms that I hang out with that have amazing tips that I can share and use with my kids are not the same person that I have that inspires me to grow spiritually. Does that make sense? So look for those people in your life that can meet a need where you are trying to improve. Okay. It doesn't have to be the same person. And you will very seldom find the same person who meets all of those needs for you. So if you want to achieve at a high level, be the one who hangs out with the very best. Learn from people, surround yourself with positive people. And I'm going to tell you, choose wisely. Choose wisely. You will never be somebody on this earth that is lonely. If you choose who you surround yourself with wisely. And remember, it is so much better to have two people who breathe life into you than 10 that absolutely drain you. So, thank you for joining me on today's podcast, you guys. It would mean the world to me if you would rate this podcast, send me a review, subscribe, and share this podcast if it has added value to you. I am on a mission to impact women to step into their greatness. And you guys, together, we're going to make a difference in this world. I absolutely know it. Follow me on Instagram at Deanna Herron. I would love to hear from you. And I've heard from so many of you. This is actually a topic that some people have asked, how do I surround myself with greater people? So if there's a topic that you want to hear, I want to hear about it. So I would love to hear from you. I have a private Facebook group called Deanna's Diamonds. It's a group of women, very powerful women who encourage each other, who cheer each other on, and empower each other to their greatness. If you would like to be a part of that private Facebook group, go to deannaherron.net and just request to be added. I would love to have you in that group. Join me next week as I share with you how you can have that greater impact, how you can increase the energy that we have in this world. The brighter you shine, the more you attract in your life. I'm excited to share with you my secret on how all of this can be a part of your life. Look forward to talking to you next week. Bye, everyone.